to the people. What is your motivation? You want to be a catalyst in this process, or you want to that as many people as possible benefit from that flippening that you foresee, and beyond that, because it's not only about the financial benefit. It's about the I mean,
freedom.
Freedom, yes, exactly. It's about that.
Let me take you inside the mind of as to why I'm passionate about this from my legal background. All right. So in our founding documents, and I'm a constitutional expert. I'm a scholar in the Constitution and the background of these founders, and how I'm really passionate about how our republic here was set up. So we have this amazing doctrine that was called the Constitution, and it was put together by a young prodigy guy by the name of Madison, and it wasn't Jefferson. Jefferson is our chief founding father, and he wrote the Declaration of Independence, but he was gone during the founding of the writing of the Constitution. He wasn't here. He was as an ambassador to France, and he was away. And so when Madison was doing the Constitution and then the Bill of Rights, and it was being argued back and forth at the Continental Congress, he actually brought forward that original Bill of Rights, saying that only gold and silver were going to be legal tender under Article 1, Section 10. And then he wrote what was called the Federalist Papers. He wrote, multiple Federalist Papers, which was published in a newspaper at the time after the Constitution was ratified. And in there, he talked about how one of the things he talked about was he called it like a wretched and evil. He despised fiat currency. He despised the people giving their power to an institution as a middleman between their way to transact. He didn't use the way that we have it now we have this Bitcoin white paper where it says peer-to-peer, but in the principles, it was the same. He realized those papers that the people have power when they can transact with each other. The moment that the Federal Reserve and these banks get in the middle of it, they can take the people's power away and tell the people what they can and can't do. And they can charge money to the people, and it limits the people's power, like we've seen many, many times now. So the reason that we have this amazing opportunity that I'm so passionate about is that we have the ability to transact peer-to-peer. And that's why the original Bitcoin is so important. All these other systems that have in any way enabled a middleman, whether it's Blockstream or whether it's Square or whether it's Lightning Network or whether it's a fiat middleman through a bank, I think they still have a place in the world. And I don't think they'll still have a place in the world. But we got to have a way to transact peer-to-peer, because I'm excited about cash. When I see you in person and I pay you in cash and you pay me in cash, it just puts a smile on my face, because I know that it's me and you and there's nobody involved. And even though we're using a fake paper currency, at least we're in cash. And then with Bitcoin, we have that same opportunity right now. All of this is done peer-to-peer. And I think that one of the things I'm doing right now with the Great Bitcoin Flippening is the swaps. So we had a couple shows, and I wanted to bring forward a way to have developers build a swap. And there's something called SwapLobby now. And there's another swap thing that just came out recently where these people can swap their cryptos
from BTC to BSV and vice versa.
With peer-to-peer. Through a smart contract. That smart contract is pre-programmed, and it can be verified on chain. And they can say, wow, look at this. I got my crypto in BTC. I want to get it over here to Bitcoin SV. And how do I do it? Well, I don't have to go to an exchange and another third party and another middleman. We've got plenty of that. You could do it, but by pushing this peer-to-peer, version of Bitcoin and using this structure, we empower each other.
And you don't need KYC for that, because you
don't need KYC for that. You don't need KYC. You don't need to ask permission. It's me and you. We transact in cash, peer-to-peer.
The embodiment of this freedom concept that you mentioned about the fathers of the
those who control the money control the people. That's just the way it works. I mean, that's just been their plan. So by us taking control of our own money again and our ability to transact, we're empowered. That's the most empowering thing we can do. We don't have to change all the laws. We don't have to get rid of everybody, but we transacting peer-to-peer, that's freedom.
That's powerful. Yeah, very powerful.
That's what Bitcoin does, So that's why I think the more and more, as we grow over time, and I mean, the opportunity is huge because not only us, but we have the small microtransactions, which are going to be utilized through the AIs and the large language models. It's not necessarily that you and I are going to use them, but we need to have a way to tokenize and show all the research the AIs are doing. Because in my industry, we have a big problem with the AIs. They lie and they cheat and they just will not tell the truth about what they're doing. And you have no way to back it up. So I need a way to track all the decisions they're making, and show me where you came up with that information. Oh, you just, so there has to be a way to show that and tokenize all of it. And we know there's only one way. One of the most amazing things at the conference I think I saw, which is under talked about, is this guy called Latif Ladid, and it's a really advanced concept. But he's the chairman of the IPv6 protocol, and it's adding extra web addresses into the internet. So we got IPv4, which is a few smaller web address protocol, but a lot of the world they use IPv6, which is more web addresses. And now that we have these, the large language models, and everybody's got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, computer devices they're around them and in their home at all times. Each one of them needs a web address, and by having it, blend with the blockchain, it's this perfect, unified, harmonious connection. And he said it at the conference himself. I mean, he said, it's not that we're agnostic. We'll work with any blockchain. We don't care. But the only one that works, that's legal, that's compliant, that blends with IPv6 is the BSV blockchain protocol. That's it.
Correct.
And so it's we're a little bit early, but being early is a good thing, I think. So,
I'm usually early also in my investment, but rarely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.